Hey everyone, before we jump into this, go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and share this video with your people. Don't forget to drop your thoughts in the comments, because this one is wild, messy, and full of irony. Picture this. Tiffany Henyard steps up at a township event, confidently asks the crowd, "Did any of y'all know about the budget meeting on Saturday?" Expecting silence. Instead, a few hands go up, and then the rest of the crowd shouts, "Yes, we knew." That's the moment everything flipped. She froze, stumbled, and tried to backtrack mid-sentence, her confidence melting into confusion as the audience saw right through her. The clip went viral instantly. It captured the exact second Tiffany went from control to collapse, all on camera. Here's the real backstory. Those Saturday secret meetings she accused the trustees of holding behind her back, they weren't secret at all. They were just meetings she skipped. The trustees met twice a month, and whenever she was absent, Trustee House stepped up as mayor pro tem to keep township business moving. Tiffany claimed they were undermining her, but in truth, they were just doing the job she ignored. When she confronted the crowd, acting like an excluded leader, she didn't expect them to push back. But when they told her they knew about the meetings, that illusion of control shattered right in front of everyone. Now, let's talk about transparency. A public budget meeting at 9 a.m. on a Saturday isn't accessibility. It's avoidance. Those meetings had no explanations, no engagement, just numbers tossed out with no breakdown. Tiffany loves to talk about public input, but only when the spotlight's on her terms. Remember when she literally locked the municipal building? The trustees had to meet outside in the wind and bugs, or move their sessions to Zoom. She said that was their choice. But who voluntarily holds meetings outside when they could be indoors? Her story just doesn't add up. And if you listen closely to that viral clip, you can actually hear the motion being made to appoint a new supervisor while she was still talking. They weren't waiting for her. They'd already moved on. By the time Tiffany realized what was happening, it was too late. The board had already voted. Signed, sealed, delivered. They named a new mayor pro tem right then and there, and she completely lost it. "He's not the mayor," she snapped. But here's the truth. He wasn't the mayor then, but now, he absolutely is. Tiffany was a mayor, past tense. That ship has sailed, and she's still clinging to the anchor. Mayor pro tem simply means temporary mayor when the actual mayor isn't available. It's not a coup, not a scandal, just someone stepping up when she disappears during crucial meetings. And here's where things get even more confusing. 1 minute, she's saying, "I was available." The next, she's claiming, "They denied me access." Which one is it? Were you blocked out or just conveniently unreachable until it was too late? Because when she said, "I wasn't there, but I was alive when it happened," it sounded like something out of Ghost Adventures. Then came her big defense. She said she was only told about the meeting at 9:15 for a noon Zoom, like that was proof of conspiracy. But let's be real, that was a courtesy, a last-minute heads-up in case she actually wanted to show up. Instead, she turned that one email into her entire excuse, ignoring the dozens of other notices and announcements she'd already received. But the best part, the moment everything truly crumbled, was when she turned to the audience, expecting sympathy, and said, "By a show of hands, who even knew about the budget meeting on Saturday at 12 p.m.? She thought she'd get silence. Instead, hands shot up and the room erupted. "Yes, we knew." And right then, Tiffany Henyard realized she wasn't controlling the narrative anymore. The people were, because she expected silence. She thought the crowd would have her back, gas her up with a chorus of, "Knew, we didn't know either." But baby, the crowd turned on her in real time. Hands shot up instantly. People proudly saying, "Yeah, we knew." Her face? Shattered. You could see her confidence drain on camera as she stuttered, trying to save face with, "Just 3 of y'all?" But that only made it worse. The crowd fired back even louder. "We knew." Ma'am, you asked a direct question, and the people answered. You weren't ready for it. That's on you. And let's be crystal clear. That email she keeps waving around like evidence, that wasn't even the official notice. That was just someone doing her a favor. The real notifications had gone out long before that. She's just cherry-picking the one that fits her poor me narrative. It's like showing up to court with a Taco Bell receipt instead of your summons. Girl, it don't hold up. Then she tried to drag the trustees for not being transparent, because they didn't read every budget line like it was story time. Sure, we all want clarity, but you can't scream transparency while rewriting your own script like it's a political Netflix drama. Then out of nowhere she flexes, I haven't approved a single liquor license in over a year and a half. Why is that something to brag about? Businesses are dying out here. Folks can't even open a bar or restaurant in peace. That's not transparency. That's economic suffocation. You're choking out your own town. People can't toast to better days if you're banning the bottle. Meanwhile, her man Kamal's in the background looking like he just teleported from a smoke session at Area 51. Sis is preaching sobriety while the aura behind her says otherwise. The irony is spiritual. And let's keep it real. She didn't deny those liquor licenses because the businesses didn't qualify. She denied them because she felt like it. No logic, no fairness, just control. That's why Dalton's nightlife is non-existent. No bars, no lounges, no vibe. You can't talk economic development while strangling local entrepreneurs. You want growth? Start by letting people serve a cocktail. But instead of fixing real problems, Tiffany jumps back into budget like she's decoding the Dead Sea Scrolls. Vehicle licenses down from $95,000 to $70,000. Fire recovery from $75,000 to $20,000. Fines from $25,000 to $15,000. Bond proceeds from $1.2 million to $1.1 million. One by one, those Tiffany taxes disappeared, and the trustees were just cleaning house while she was busy playing the victim. And through it all, she's still trying to stand tall, like this is her comeback story. But girl, that audience had already moved on. You asked the room a question. You just didn't like the answer. That's not betrayal, that's reality. So please, Tiffany, for the love of accountability, pick a lane. Are you the victim or the leader? Locked out or checked out? Because your contradictions are louder than your mic ever was. The wildest part? She really thought that crowd would rally for her, that they'd chant her name and validate her story. Instead, she got exposed on her own stage. And y'all already know, mama don't miss when the tea spills like that. If it's messy, if it's chaotic, if it's cringe, I'm catching it and posting it. Tiffany walks into every meeting like she's about to deliver a TED Talk, and walks out looking like she failed a pop quiz. Because here's the rule, baby. Never ask a question unless you already know the answer. When you don't, you get this. A hot mic, a cold crowd, and a face that says, oh no, they flipped on me. So let's close it out with a word of wisdom. Know your audience. You can't control the narrative when the people already know the truth. If you made it this far, drop a 7 in the comments, lucky number 7. Let mama know who's been rocking with me through every twist, every expose, every laugh. Because y'all keep me going when the drama gets heavy. And remember, mama loves you. Deeply, unapologetically, consistently, always,